Now still, they're a grown person, they're an adult, they're not a child. They gotta learn. Just like I said, they want to live, they can't live in your house. You know what I'm saying? This is what you're gonna do, but you can't do it in my house. So you got a choice to make. If you're gonna stay here, you gotta stop there. If you're gonna keep doing it, pack your stuff and get out of my house. But you can't do that in my house. You're not gonna disrespect my house. Because it's disrespecting you in your house. But when you allow someone to do it, especially if you're gonna support it, then you're allowing disrespect in your home. You know, so you can't be mad with like, well, that disrespect, well, did you allow it? Yes. Because you knew they were doing it and you took it back in because you didn't want to be out the streets, and so you enabled it. You know, so let me give her some money, or let me let her move it. She's out in the streets because she had the money, so she needs somewhere to stay. So you allow her to stay with you, but really it's like, hey, you chose to do whatever. You chose to do this and this and that with your money. And so you chose to spend it on drugs. You chose to spend it on alcohol. You chose to sit there and spend it going out partying with your man, and not neither one of y'all got any money. You know what I mean? So, because I noticed, you know, a family member was doing that, a sibling. I can see on the Instagram page, every weekend they were going out. But your money tight, you know what I'm saying? But how are you able to go out, every weekend? How are you able to go out every weekend and go to a bar, to a club? I get it, you know, you have kids and you need a little break, but it shouldn't be every weekend. You gotta set that time, especially if money is tight. You know, money is tight. Sure, you got prioritize. Yes, and you go maybe once a week. I mean, maybe once a month or twice a month. You know, we go out, but it can't be every week. You got kids that are relying on you to take care of them. So, when you have kids on you to take care of them, you know what I'm saying, you kind of got because you need your money, you know, and then you expect somebody to bail you out and stuff, and it's crazy because you got a parent that's like, well, you know, she's kind of going through, so some of that, because they had that bond. You had set up for the first 2 years, it was just you and that child before you had another child. There's a bond that they have where when that person comes adult, they will defend the mother and that mother will defend that child. They will defend each other and stuff. So if you want to defend that action, and you sit there and you move in and you help her, since you want to defend and cover that all the time. But I'm not finna do it because they couldn't. And then they can't really see. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, this is her life. You know what I'm saying? I said she wants to go out, so nobody saying she can't go out. But you can't come to somebody and ask somebody for some money. Because you want to go out every weekend. Go out twice a month. You don't go every week. You go out every weekend, and then it's like, my money real tight, but I see it on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I see it on Instagram. You know, and so how, you know, I do that. So then when you ask me money, I'm like, no, I'm not going to give you any money. And then what infuriates that person is when you tell somebody what to do with their money. It's their money. And you want to tell somebody, oh, they should do it. Like, how dare you not give her, help her out? It's my money. How dare you? Made me feel bad, but I want to give her something that really don't want anyone, neither one of you. You can't say something. And so just be mindful. So now we move on to how it harms them. How does this harm them? So I got a few minutes. I'm trying to wrap this up real quick. The way it harms them is that they want to take responsibility or accountability for their actions. Because, and then on top of that, it's hard for them to see because they won't take, the reason why they can't take accountability and responsibility for their actions because they can't see that what they're doing is hurting someone. They can't see how is this hurting someone. How am I hurting this person? They can't see it. The guy I was in a relationship with, he could not see how he was hurting someone. Okay? And so because that behavior was enabled, somebody was there. Always, you know. Even church members can enable. And you couldn't see. So they can't take accountability or responsibility for their actions. Because part of taking responsibility is that you got to own to it. So, okay, I did this, I did that, and I apologize. But they're not going to do that. Somebody's always there to bail them out. Because it makes them feel like, okay, what I'm doing is not wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel that when you do that, you're basically saying that this is okay. You're sending a message to the person that this behavior is okay. And then like it harms them where they won't know how to deal or fix problems that come. Because so then what happens when something happens, so then when a problem issue arises, they don't know how to deal. And they both they start getting frustrated, start crying, I don't know what to do, because you always there when it is your problem, you always there to fix it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to stay on their own 2 feet. They're a grown person and don't know how to stay on their own 2 feet and spread their wings and take care of their problems, take care of themselves. And so they don't know how to deal with fix stuff. You know, or for example, they get so dependent on you that they won't even venture out to move and stuff and do things because it's like they know that because like, oh well, I know that if something happens I can just go to my mom's house and get a meal. I was in a relationship with a guy and his mom and dad lived. I don't think she realized she was doing it. And first she had custody of the child, so that was a complete turn off. Custody of the child. And he's like, well she's not really my responsibility because mom has custody of her. So he was sharing. So he would come to the mom's house to put the child up, because the mother of his child actually had the child. The daughter was living with the mother and stuff. But really, the mother had custody of the child because the mother of the child was on drugs. But she couldn't got stuff together, got her husband. So I knew eventually, okay, she's gonna have that child back. You know how it works anyway. They get the child back quick to the mother. You know, she's been on drugs compared to the father. But anyway, so that was a complete turn off. So then it's like, well, he's like, well, it's not really my responsibility anyway because she has custody of her, so really I don't have to be there when her mom comes and stuff like that. And it was just like, wow. And stuff. So you don't have custody of the child. You don't really feel you're not taking any responsibility for the child. You know what I'm saying? You're not really just like, you're not taking accountability for the child that you done created to have with somebody. And then it's just crazy that you had with this person. That you had, you had a child with this person. And then it was like he didn't want to, I think I was staying with my son, so he, at the time, so he didn't want to move to Atlanta, which we didn't have to, but it was like, it could be any state. He didn't want to move out of that state because I always been with my mom and, you know what I'm saying, I felt, and then he was like, Bill, I hardly see my child now, I won't be able to see her like you really cared about, let's be real. But it's like, you're a grown man, and you sitting there being so, you cling to your mother, and that moment I was like, okay, this is a mama's boy, he's a mama's boy. Because you don't want to separate from your mom because every Sunday she cooking, and so you don't even worry about groceries. One time he didn't have no groceries. So then, that's another thing, so then that person won't prioritize. So then, he just spending money. I'm thinking, well, so I said to him, I said, well, one day somebody has where you don't have enough money to get groceries, and you don't have no groceries in your house. I said, then what? I said because you have to have groceries. I said, you can't just need groceries better to eat. He was like, well, he was like, I ain't worried about better situation before, I just go to my mom's house. I'm like, no. I said, you're a grown man. I said, you're a relationship. I said, no, it's not your mom's responsibility to take care of her grown 58-some-year-old son, about to be 50, and his 30-year-old girlfriend. I said, that's not her responsibility. I said, no. I said, you need to prioritize and do better. Because you're a grown man, it's your responsibility to take care of me. And having your mother cook, it's like you're not taking care of me. Your mother, that's your mother's food. I said, you didn't pay. I said, you didn't pay for this, but I said, she did. I said, when you go, I said, you give her money for groceries? You eat up her groceries. I said, that's not her responsibility anymore. I said, you're a grown-ass man. I said, that's not her responsibility anymore. You see what I'm saying? So, they don't know how to deal with stuff, fix problems and stuff. When things come on, you don't know how. And then the other one was how to prioritize. They don't know how to prioritize when it comes to money and doing things. Because somebody's always there to be there for them. It's like, why? So they won't manage money right. They won't be financially responsible because, like, well, I know this person always going to be there to help me out and stuff. And so I was going to be there to help me out. So why should I prioritize and get it together? Too dependent on enabler. They become too dependent on that person that's enabling them. They become too, to the point where they won't even separate. You know what I'm saying? So you become attached. So you don't want to sit here and move, believe, do whatever. So it prevents you from adventuring. It puts this fear in you, where you become afraid, where you don't want to sit there because you don't know how to stand on your own 2 feet. So you're afraid to sit there and be in another state because you don't know how. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that person always was enabling. If I move to another state, that person won't be there in that state, but she's still there. That's why you can always call that person, your mom, whatever. But it's not her responsibility to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you'll be stuck. So it caused me to end your relationship because I was like, I said, because we'll never go nowhere. They have the goals, anything I'm saying, they also want it. It harms it because then after a while, what happens is it causes them not to even set goals for themselves and have dreams and motivation. They won't be motivated to want to do things because I think if they become motivated, then they know, okay, if I want to do something, it puts all this pressure on me, and they won't be able to handle it. And that's also another way that harms it because they won't be able to handle the pressure. Because you don't allow them to go out spread the wings, when pressure hit, they don't know how to deal with it and handle it. They become handicapped. It cripples them. They become unsuccessful. Those are the other the last three. It handicaps them to the point where they can't even do things on their own. They become so dependent. So it's like it handicaps to where you can't even move without that person. Cripple them. They become so dependent or reliant on it that you can't even walk. It's like somebody's learning how to walk. They become so dependent on that walker that they can't walk without it. They become too dependent on it. They become afraid to walk without it. So it cripples them. Unsuccessful because they are afraid to move to the place. They can't become successful because a lot of times when things happen with jobs and stuff like that, it might be another state. So how you expect to have this good job and this good money? Sometimes God's gonna be with you. You gotta take that risk and move to another state. It's gonna be scary, but you know, hey, I took care of myself in this city, in this state. I know I can do it in the other. There's nothing to be afraid of. So basically, it's not good to enable. We got to start enabling people, because other than that, they won't be able to take care of themselves and fend for themselves. It's not good because you are harming them when you enable them. And so my time is up. Probably cut off by now. My time is up. I love y'all. God bless you.